Hello, this is Masamaki21, aka Fatboy D, and I'm here with another little tidbit update video type thing. Um, First, I'm going to say this. I'm going to talk about my Let's Plays. Get that out of the way first. Dead Island. I just recently uploaded 3 more videos, so I'm not going to do any recordings for Dead Island for maybe I'll do some tomorrow. Yakuza, I still need to render those last 3, and then I'll work on doing 3 more or 6 more, depending on how long I play. Katu, I still haven't gotten back on that. I tried to play it today, and I don't. I need to take time and sit down and figure out what that last spot I need is. But anyway, that's not the reason why I'm doing this video. I'm just adding that to the video. The reason why I'm doing this video is because of these 4 games right here that you see on the screen. Now, these 4 games are 4 very interesting games that I loved when I played them. Now, yesterday, someone commented on, well, it would have been today, but it's like 12 o'clock in the morning, so now it's tomorrow, so whatever. Yesterday, 27th. Today's the 28th now. What's his name? Kortlandt commented on one of my Mr. Mosquito videos. Actually, he commented on the first one, saying, "Well, thanks for explaining this game and doing a gameplay. Got any other non-noticeable," and in parentheses he puts ones that rarely get noticed, and then that's close parentheses, games. And I do know a few games that were underappreciated that I thought were very interesting, very fun to play, a tad bit fugly at times, but overall they were pretty damn awesome. So I'm going to start off with the top left corner. You see Tulip there. Tulip is a game, I think it was developed or published by Natsumi. I don't remember which one it was, but Tulip is basically one of the weirdest games you will ever see in your life. It's about a boy who you get to name whatever you want, and this girl who you also get to name whoever you want, whatever you want. The boy likes the girl, and apparently he wants to kiss her under some great big kissing tree, and wants to get married to her and all of that. But the girl doesn't see him as anyone, so she tells him that he needs to get experience and whatnot. So basically your goal is to go out and kiss everybody in this town that you live in. He just moved in. It's pretty much Harvest Moon, and let me tell you this right now, Harvest Moon is one of my favorite game series. I loved Harvest Moon. I used to play it on the Game Boy Advance, played it on GameCube, played the PS2 version, played A Wonderful Life. I played one of the Wii ones. I think it was Magical Melody or something. I don't remember which one it was. But I'm a huge Harvest Moon fan. And I know it's weird. I'm 19 and I'm all about the Harvest Moon. I consider Harvest Moon the original Farmville. I never actually played Farmville, but obviously I know Harvest Moon is way better than Farmville, whatever the hell that game is. I know it's about farms in a ville, but Harvest Moon is just better. But anyway, Tulip is a very interesting game. It's very PG-13. I don't even know if it can even be called PG-13, because you do go around kissing people, and you're not just kissing girls. You kiss guys, and you kiss other things that aren't even human. I don't even know what they are, but a lot of stuff that you kiss aren't even people. They're like monsters half the time. I've played it. I never finished it, but one thing that I actually had to kiss was a dinosaur, some dinosaur-looking thing. I think it was blue or purple. Another thing I had to kiss was a zombie, a tengu, It's like you're kissing the people who live under the city. I forgot what they're called, but they're like weird people who live underground, and basically they come out at certain times. Certain time, like the game, there's a time when day and night. So at a certain time in the day or at a certain time at night, the person comes out of their hole and they like walk around, and basically you're supposed to like sneak up on them and give them a kiss. And it's kind of weird since you're most of the time you're making out with men. It's there's more men than women you kiss, so it gets kind of homosexual after a while. But I still enjoy the game, and when I was playing it, I used to cast it on Justin.tv, and every time I kissed a guy, everybody was like, "Ew, that's gay." And I thought it was funny. It's a very unique game. I think it's worth a play if you're interested in games that are foreign in a sense. They're not Americanized. The game is in English, of course, but it has that foreign flavor to it, if I do say so myself. Um, Next on the line to the right, that big plastic picture right there where it says Shenmue. You know why he gets the big plastic picture? Because that Shenmue is one of the best series I have ever played on the old gen consoles. When I say old gen, I mean Dreamcast and the original Xbox. Shenmue, the first one, was on Dreamcast. They had the Japanese version and the English version. Shenmue 2 was on Dreamcast and the original Xbox. The Dreamcast version was in Japanese, and there was no American version for it. But they later, I don't know if it came out at the same time, but I'm pretty sure it came out after it came out on the Dreamcast. They later did another version in English for the Xbox. Now, I've never played the Japanese version, and I never plan on playing it. I mean, they're pretty much the same thing except the voice actors. That's the only difference. And to tell you the truth, I find the voice actors in the American version much more enjoyable, mainly because of the hilarity when you talk to people in that game. Like the voices are all wrong. They sound so funny, and it makes the game much more enjoyable. Now, Shenmue, when I sit down and play Yakuza, it reminds me so much of Shenmue, and that's mainly because they're both published slash developed by Sega, so they sort of got that same open world type feel where you go around and do like, I mean, Shenmue isn't as open worlded as the Yakuza series is, but you can tell that Shenmue pretty much paved the way for Yakuza to be how it is now. So if you're into Yakuza, I'm pretty sure you will love Shenmue. A lot of people who see me play Yakuza, who have seen Yakuza and seen me play Shenmue, or have seen Shenmue at one point in their life, have said, "Oh, they look exactly the same. Like Yakuza looks like a new version of Shenmue," and I say the same thing, and that's not a bad thing. That's pretty much a compliment because Yakuza was really, I mean, Shenmue 2 was really good, and I have it for Xbox, and I am planning on playing it. I want to do a let's play of it. I really do, mainly because I've only found two versions. I found a version of somebody playing the Japanese version, and I'm like, okay, and another person playing the English version. But these aren't American people. Apparently, I want to show that people in America love this game too. It was pretty sure people from the UK, from some foreign area, from some area across the pond, UK, in that area where they have the those accents, those British accents, those English accents. I don't know how to. Whatever accents they have, I just they're pretty much from that area. So I thought it would be nice to get a little Americanized flavor on this awesome game. So that's another one. If you haven't played it, both of them, I suggest you go out and get. The first one is only for Dreamcast, so if you don't have a Dreamcast, you can't play it unless you go out and buy a Dreamcast. I'm pretty sure you're not going to be able to find a Dreamcast just in a random game store, so you're probably going to have to buy one off the internet, maybe from Amazon or eBay. because I know Amazon does sell them, and obviously eBay does. But yeah, uh, Shenmue 2 you can find on the Xbox and the Dreamcast, but the Dreamcast version is only in Japanese. So if you want the English version, you have to get it for the Xbox, and I don't even know if you're going to be able to find an original Xbox, because they don't make those shits no more, or sell them. So you're pretty much assed out. um, let's see. Next game. Let's go back to the left. Next game shall be Disaster Report. Disaster Report. Let me tell you. While I was casting on JTV, Justin.tv, I started doing like a bunch of horror games. I don't know why, but something in me made me play a bunch of horror games. I played horror games I never even thought I'd play. I played Resident Evil, the first one. I did Jill Scenario. I'm pretty sure of it. I did Jill Scenario. I never thought I'd play Resident Evil because Resident Evil used to scare the shit out of me. I could never play a Resident Evil game without being scared. I'm telling you this. This is a true fact. Because ever since I was a little kid, like 8 years old, I saw someone I knew playing a Resident Evil game. I think it was Resident Evil 2, and I had nightmares for like a week straight, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is like the scariest game I've ever seen in my life." I didn't even play it; I just watched them play it, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is horrifying." And while I was on JTV, I went into like this whole mentality to just play a bunch of horror games randomly. I played Resident Evil, the first one, Jill Scenario. I said that. I played Resident Evil 2. Claire and Leon scenario. I played both their scenarios. I played Resident Evil 0. I don't even know why I played Resident Evil 0, but I played it. I played Haunting Ground. I think I played a few. Michigan Report from Hell, if you can see right there. That's one of them, but I'll talk about that a little bit later. Disaster Report is considered horror, but not in the sense of monsters trying to kill you. This is why I find Disaster Report such a unique and interesting game, because there is no other game like this, except for, of course, the sequels. But out of the creators of Disaster Report, the sequels, there's no other horror game like this, where they take natural disasters and cause that, like, that's your enemy in the game as you play it. The natural disaster that's happening. Disaster Report takes place, I don't remember where, but at the time you're there, earthquakes are happening. So, like, after the first earthquake, you have to survive these aftershocks, and you're basically a reporter, and you're here, and then after a while you decide, hey, I want to figure out what's going on. Why is this happening? This island, it's on an island. So you're like, hey, I'm on this island. This island's supposed to be safe, secure. There shouldn't be any earthquakes happening, and then you basically venture off into the island, trying to figure out what exactly is going on. You find this chick who he's holding on to right now, and you pretty much go throughout the game with her, following you around, and there are some points where she isn't following you. And there's a lot of what's the word? A lot of shimmying being done. You do a lot of climbing and scaling up stuff. It's basically I think the concept is really good. The game is one of the most unique games I've ever played. Now, if I had a PS2, I would get Raw Danger, which is the sequel, and Raw Danger involves flood. So it's a whole new natural disaster that you're dealing with, and they added a whole bunch of new elements. So I thought, hey, this is awesome. I want to play this, but I need a PS2 to actually play that. So I got to get a PS2 and buy a copy of it, and then I'll be able to play it. But it is a good game. The first one, at least, I loved it. And I played it like 3 times in a row. I sat down and played it 3 times in a row when I was on JTV. I will play the sequel eventually. I don't know if I should do a Let's Play of this. I don't know. Tulip, I want to do a Let's Play of. I know I didn't say that before, but I do because there isn't any finished Let's Plays of this game, and I think it's very interesting. Same as Katu Let's Go Hawaii, aka Mr. Mosquito 2. I saw that there wasn't any videos. There was nothing of Katu. It was just like maybe before I put videos up, there were probably like 4 or 5 videos of nonsense that weren't really showing any gameplay or showing what the game was about. It was like a training video and some cutscenes, and that was about it. So I took it upon myself to be the first to actually do some Katu slash Mr. Mosquito 2 videos. Mainly because I want to show people that it's a really fun game. I mean, it's in Japanese, but once you figure out what to do, it's a very interesting game. But back to Disaster Report. Played the first one, I said. The second one I will play eventually. There was a third one. It came out for PSP, but it was only in Japan. I want to play that really bad. I don't know. I have an obsession with unique games. I really do want to play it. Also, Disaster Report is developed by Age Tech, or was it published by Age Tech? I don't remember. But anyway, Age Tech has made a lot of pretty unique horror games. Let me see if I can find some. I got a few here. Age Tech. I really should organize these, but if I remember a few, I know one. I think it was. I don't want to just say it and then be completely wrong. I think Echo Knight. Echo Knight was an Age Tech game. Alright, if you guys have not heard of Echo Knight, I suggest you go out and play it. It's a horror game. The first one was for PlayStation. It was it's a ghost-based horror game. It's pretty unique. Well, not unique to the point of, oh my god, that's so awesome. It's basically like if you've ever played, I'm pretty sure you guys have seen Amnesia. It's like everywhere. I don't consider Amnesia scary because I played it and I didn't jump at all. I thought Penumbra was more scary than Amnesia, but that's my opinion, of course. You guys are probably going to troll me for saying that. Anyway, Age Tech has made Echo Knight, the first one. I played through it. It's a unique game, I guess. I mean, not unique. Basically, Amnesia was sort of, those are like the same type of games where you gotta sort of puzzle solve as you're playing. You're basically the son of some guy who died or something, and he tells you to come to his house. His house got set on fire. The details are a little hazy, but you end up inside some picture that's a picture of a boat, and you end up on the boat, and basically there's a ghost on the boat, and you have to like free their souls from the boat by doing like little tasks and progressing through the game and getting rid of all the evil spirits and blah blah blah. Now the second one was a Japan only release. I never played it, so I don't even know what it's about since I never played it. The third one, I played it for like 10 minutes. It's called Echo Knight Beyond. It is very scary. It's basically you, the character you're playing as, and his wife, your wife. I think you're having your honeymoon or something in space. Like you're on a shuttle and you're having your honeymoon in space or something, but something happens and the shuttle crashes and you end up in some space station that's full of ghosts. And it's basically the same concept as the first Echo Knight, where you gotta free these spirits, but there are also evil spirits that chase you and try to kill you. So it gets very scary, and your heart starts to pound when you're being chased by a ghost. Trust me, it's happened to me when I played Echo Knight, and I screamed like a little girl half the time. But yeah. So I'm just throwing that out there. I know it's not up there with the other pictures, but I'm just throwing that out there as another as a horror game that I think that is very interesting. I don't know if it's popular. I don't know. I don't think it's a very popular game. I haven't looked on YouTube to even see if there are any Let's Plays of it, but I'll check right now. Echo Knight Beyond Let's Play. Well, it doesn't have to be a Let's Play. It can be a walkthrough also, as long as there's something up there. Let's see. Somebody did something a year ago. Someone's playing there's actually a Let's Play of the first one. It seems somebody did a Let's Play of the first one on YouTube. So if you guys want to watch that, I don't think I'm going to do it. I really don't want to play any PlayStation games. So another person actually did Echo Knight. It looks like a German person did it. So if you're like me and you can't stand foreign commentary, then you're pretty much assed out. But anyway, back to my main objective, explaining tidbits here and there. The last one, the one right here, next to disaster report, Michigan report from hell. Now, Michigan report from hell is classified as horror, but let me tell you this right now, Michigan report from hell is not scary. But it is one of the uniquest, I know that's not a word, it's the most unique game. When I say this is the #1 most unique game I have ever played / seen in my entire life. My entire 19 years of living. Michigan Report from Hell is basically, it follows a team, a reporter team. There's like this fog that comes down out of nowhere, and basically these monsters start appearing, and you're a new cameraman. You're basically a new cameraman. You're just joining the reporter scene, and you're assigned to this female reporter, and you got your sound guy with you, Briscoe, who is like my favorite character because of the stuff he says. I'm so sorry. I think I actually have a clip of one time when I played it. Let me see if I can find it. I'm telling you, this brings me back. This was like super. I actually have a few clips. This really brings me back because seeing all these clips again. Because I used to. I'm telling you this right now. I used to cast all the time on JTV, all the time. There was not a time you would see me not casting. As soon as I woke up, I was on JTV doing a cast of some random game that nobody cared about, but I had a whole bunch of people watching it, mainly because it was some random game nobody cared about. Alright, let's see. I have one where I screamed from a chimera. Chimera? That's the. I'm telling you this right now. I played through Resident Evil, the first one. This first one. I played through it, no problems, until the part where like you get close to the end and the chimeras start coming out. That scared the shit out of me because they were crawling. They were running on the ceiling. They weren't even crawling on the ceiling. They were running on the ceiling towards me, and I was like, ah! I was like, what the fuck is that? I got scared shitless. And luckily, I had my my Desert Eagle, but I got scared shitless. I'm telling you this right now. I don't see it. It should be. I have the one where he gets shot in the head. I actually did a playthrough of Hotel 626 and Asylum 626. I'm gonna upload that whole playthrough to YouTube because I think it's hilarious. Trust me, you guys are gonna like it if you actually take the time to watch it. It's like 20 minutes. Let's see. I'm looking for the damn Michigan Report from Hell. I don't think I actually have that one. I'm upset because that was like one of my favorite highlights. I used to play it all the time. I don't have it, but I do have one that is equally hilarious. I don't know if it's gonna play on this though. Oh sweet, it does. Alright. Now let me just slap it on the screen for you guys. Real quick, it's a lot of maneuvering I gotta do right now. Alright, here we go. Let me just make sure the sound is on. Check, check. Mic check. Alright. Now, this right here is, I know it's awkward to watch. This giant ball sack. I'll explain it once it's done. Alright, so basically, I thought this was hilarious. I have like a bunch of sound clips on my computer whenever I'm casting. I like to play them at certain points, and it makes the cast a lot more interesting. So during this during this playthrough of Michigan Report from Hell, I decided to no, during this recording, I was fighting this monster by myself. Usually you have your crew with you, your reporter. You don't normally handle fighting monsters. Usually your reporter does. She has a pistol. For some reason, reporters they have to carry pistols. I don't know. But at that point of the game, you're by yourself, and one of the monsters attacks you. And I was walking away from it, and it sort of got glitched at that spot. And I decided, hey, let me play some random sound with it. But anyway, it's a unique game. You basically follow this reporter around. It has a moral system. Basically, when certain key events in the game happen, let's say there was one part. It's time to leave this building, right? There's an elevator. You go up to the elevator, the reporter hits the button, a monster comes out. She runs, she trips over herself because she's a clumsy buffoon, and basically the monster is creeping up to her. So right then and there, you pretty much have a choice. You can either leave her there and continue the game, because I think there's like 5 or 6 reporters, so if one dies, another one will replace the previous one that died. So you can either leave her there and let her rot and get eaten by the monster, or you can do some confangled distraction type thing and get the monster to move away from her so she can get up and run, and you guys can run away. So, yeah, of course, if you do let it kill her, you can record it, and it adds to the immortal points. I think there's 3 sets of points. There's suspense, immortal, and erotic. So erotic is pretty much taking upskirts and bent over shots of the reporter. It happens sometimes, trust me. Even when you're not even trying to, it happens. Immortal happens when you capture death, and death meaning the reporter dies in front of you and you record it. Suspense happens when suspense is pretty much all the time when you're getting chased and all that, when she finds key items and stuff like that. So now I have not seen any game like Michigan Report from Hell. I've looked because I found it was very unique. I forgot who published it. 505 Games. 505 Games is a very unique. Their games are very off the chart, very different. I think I have a few. Let's see. Other than Michigan Report from Hell, I just at one point I was just like, wow, I love Michigan Report from Hell. I want to play some more of their games. Let's see. Shadow of Destiny, no. I know I got some more in here. I just can't find them. I got a lot of cluttered crap up in here. I'm sorry. Sorry. I know there was another one that involved females in bikinis playing water sports games. I know it's weird, but those are the type of games they make. I remember there was one I played. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it. I don't remember the name of it, but basically it's you're piloting a helicopter, and there's like this giant female in this city, like in Japan. Like she gets bit by some weird type of crab, and it makes her giant, and you sort of like observe her, and I don't know. I only did the first level, so first level you're pretty much observing her, like getting readings off of her chest, off of her butt, off of her face, stuff like that. It's a very weird game. I play weird games for a living. Those are the type of games I live for. I love unique games. I love weird games that'll make people go, "What the hell are you playing? Why are you playing this?" Another game I played, Bobobo. I actually played a Bobobo game. It was for PS2. You don't really do much. It's just you basically move the analogs around and like whips out his nose hairs, and you hit the enemies. So it's weird. Again, it's weird, but I love weird. Will I do a Michigan Report from Hell Let's Play? No, I don't plan on doing one. Mainly because I've played that game enough times, and it's pretty much the game's not that long. It's pretty short. You can finish it pretty quickly in about 6 hours. So yeah, so I want to do a Tulip Let's Play and a Shenmue Let's Play. Disaster Report I'm going to leave alone. A Michigan Report from Hell I'm not even going to bother. So, to the guy who asked about this, let me just, I don't remember your name, I'm so sorry. I'm trying to find it right now. Quickly. Where's my inbox? Alright. Kortlandt. Alright, to you, Kortlandt, here are the games I think that are not non-noticeable, that are under the radar, unappreciated, that could use a little bit more respect. I mean, Shenmue is pretty. It gets enough respect, but it didn't sell too well. The second one didn't sell too well, which is why they're a little iffy on a sequel. They're supposed to be making a Shenmue 3, but Sega's pretty much running dry at the moment, and I don't know. I'm guessing they don't want to put any more money into something they know won't sell here in America. So, and I don't think it did too well in Japan either. So, but speaking of Sega, I actually sent them a message. I sent a mail requesting the ability to monetize videos that have their content on it, and the videos would be my Yakuza Let's Play. I want to monetize it, so I thought, after watching someone else's video, when they did it with a different gaming company, I thought I might try and see if I can get Sega's consent to allow me to monetize my Yakuza Let's Play and any future games that are published / developed by Sega. So if I do Shenmue and they allow me to monetize videos that include their content, I will also monetize Shenmue. So, but anyway, that's about it. Just thought I'd let you guys know, and thought I'd give Kortlandt a little response, letting him know games I think are unappreciated, under the radar, that could use a little more love. So this has been Masamaki21, aka Fatboy D. See you guys next time.